In 2014, okay, Lil Durk comes to O Block
He gave
and
Vaughn
gives
the
Vaughn
watch.
a watch?
That's the watch that Vaughn had on. You ever seen the pictures of Vaughn at the on prom?
Sorry, on what?
Prom.
Okay, yep.
The watch he got on prom, that's the watch that Durk had gave.
Hold up. The Chicago drill scene just got hit with a nuclear bomb that nobody saw coming. Big Mike from O Block, the same man who was knee-deep in the trenches with King Vaughn, just stepped to the mic and dropped a claim so cold, so vicious, it got the entire internet shaking right now. He says there was a hidden rift between Lil Durk and King Vaughn from the very beginning. Not childhood brothers, not day one homies, but a calculated move since 2014. "Let me cuff this killer," Big Mike claims Durk said the moment he laid eyes on a young savage Vaughn. A watch was handed over, smiles were shown, but according to Big Mike, it was never love. It was a strategy. Now Vaughn's own mother is reportedly shattered, screaming my son was never safe. Fans are going absolutely crazy in the comments. OTF camp is silent, O Block vets are nodding their heads, and the timeline? It's destroying everything we thought we knew about one of the most famous bromance in drill history. Was King Vaughn just a weapon Durk needed? Was the whole OTF empire built on hidden tension? Did the streets know the truth while fans were fed the fairy tale? Buckle up, family, because what Big Mike just exposed is about to split this whole game down the middle. Let's get into it. Alright family, let's not waste no time. We are diving straight into the smoke. Big Mike from O Block didn't just speak, he unloaded. And what he said about Lil Durk and King Vaughn has the whole Chicago drill scene, the fans, and even the streets talking right now. According to Big Mike, everything we thought we knew about Durk and Vaughn's relationship was a lie. A beautiful, well-packaged lie that the industry sold us for years. He says it wasn't a childhood love story. It wasn't two young niggas from the hood growing up like brothers. Nah. Their real connection started in 2014, and it started with calculation, not pure loyalty. Big Mike paints the picture like this. Lil Durk pulls up to O Block one day. He's already making moves, already building his name. He spots this young, wild, fearless Vaughn Bennett, King Vaughn, who was only about 19 to 20 at the time. Vaughn was already known in the streets for being different. He wasn't just talking. He was about that action. Bodies on his name, that I don't give a fuck energy, that get back mentality. Big Mike says Durk looked at him and saw dollar signs mixed with pure savagery. He claims Durk said something along the lines of, "Let me cuff this killer. Not let me link with my brother, not this my day one. But let me cuff this killer." Like he found a weapon he needed to lock in.
Okay. So then King Vaughn and Durk had a good relationship then?
They met each other in 2014.
Because a lot of people try to say that like they didn't really know each other.
Because they met each other in 2014.
Okay.
You feel me? They start.
Then to seal the deal, Durk gave Vaughn that famous watch, the same one you see in Vaughn's prom pictures. That watch wasn't just a gift, according to Big Mike. That was the first chain on the leash. Now listen, this is where it gets spicy. For years, fans were told that Durk and Vaughn were tight from the sandbox, that they came up together, that their bond was unbreakable. Big Mike is looking dead at the camera saying, anybody telling y'all they were childhood homies is straight lying, gang. He emphasizes they established their relationship in 2014. Period. He was there. He saw it with his own eyes. And family, when Big Mike says that, you feel the weight because this ain't some random blogger. This is O Block Big Mike, the same man who caught cases with Vaughn, who was in the trenches when Vaughn was coming up, who knows the real politics of that side. But here's where the hidden rift talk really kicks in. Big Mike suggests that from the jump, it was never equal. Durk was the businessman, the one with the vision, the connections, the money. Vaughn was the raw talent, the street credibility, the one who actually lived everything he rapped about. Durk saw the value in that fire. He invested, studio time, hype, money, features. But according to Big Mike, it was strategic. He was building an asset. Fans are stunned because this flips the entire narrative. We all watched Durk push Vaughn heavy. We saw only the family bond. We heard Vaughn shout out Durk, Durk shout out Vaughn. They dropped music together. They laughed in interviews. They looked like real brothers. But now Big Mike is saying behind the cameras, it was business first, and that business had tension built into it from day one. And yo, when this clip started circulating, the reactions were instant. OTF fans went into defense mode hard. Big Mike a hater. He snitched before, he's snitching now. Durk gave up on a platform when nobody else would. But on the other side, O-Block veterans and old heads in Chicago were nodding heavy. Some even commented, "We been knew the real story." The timeline is what's really messing people up. 2014, not even rapping heavy yet. He was still deep in street shit. Durk already had momentum. He comes through O-Block, spots this young killer, and starts building. Fast forward a few years, Vaughn drops Crazy Story and blows up massively. His storytelling, his voice, his realness took over the game. Suddenly King Vaughn wasn't just an OTF artist. He was becoming a superstar in his own right.
They established their relationship in 2014. I don't care what nobody else say, bro. Anybody else tell you anything different is lying, man.
Was Vaughn rapping at this time?
No, he was just... In 2014, he wasn't rapping, but you could tell he wanted to be famous.
That's when, according to the claims, the hidden tension started growing. When your artist starts shining brighter than the label, when his street credibility starts outweighing yours in certain circles, things change. Big Mike hints that Vaughn's independent spirit, his refusal to bite his tongue, and his raw exposure of street life made certain people uncomfortable. But it doesn't stop there. Big Mike also touched on how after Vaughn's tragic death in Atlanta in 2020, things got even messier. The pain, the grief, the pressure on Durk to respond in the streets, because if you lose your main shooter and don't do anything, you look weak. The whole empire looks soft. So according to Big Mike, Durk felt that pressure heavy. Now family, this is where emotions run high. King Vaughn's mother, Tasha Bennett, reportedly heard these claims and broke down. Sources close to the family say she was crying, repeating, "My son was never safe. They never let my baby be safe." Imagine a mother who already buried her son having to hear that the man who helped blow him up might have had other intentions from the beginning. The pain in her voice is breaking hearts across the internet. Some family members are angry at Big Mike for speaking. Others are saying it's about time the truth came out. The Vaughn family is divided right now, and that division is playing out publicly. Meanwhile, Lil Durk is sitting in federal custody facing serious murder-for-hire charges. Prosecutors are trying to use lyrics, videos, and patterns of behavior to paint a picture. And Big Mike's interview dropping at this time? Whether it helps or hurts Durk's case, it's definitely giving the feds more material to study. Old clips are being dissected frame by frame. People going back to 2014 to 2016 footage, looking for signs of tension that nobody noticed before. Every laugh, every shout-out, every collaboration is being rewatched with new eyes. This is bigger than just two rappers. This is about loyalty versus business in the drill game. This is about how the streets and the music industry mix dangerously. This is about legacy, betrayal, and who really controlled the narrative. Big Mike didn't just expose a rift, he exposed a whole system. How young talents with real street energy get cuffed, pushed, and sometimes used until they become too big or too dangerous for the machine. And right now, the fans are split straight down the middle. One side screaming "protect Durk at all costs," the other side saying Vaughn deserved better. The truth deserves to come out. The internet is on fire. Academics went live, Shade Room posted, and the Say Cheese comment section turned into World War III. Forgotten Kings TV-type channels are making back-to-back videos. Everybody got an opinion. But the real question that's got everybody stuck is this. If Big Mike is telling the truth, then how much of what we saw between Durk and Vaughn was real brotherhood? And how much was calculated business from the very first watch given in 2014? Let's go deeper into the timeline because Big Mike didn't stop in 2014. He kept going, connecting dots that most people never even thought about. After Vaughn started gaining real momentum, After Crazy Story went viral and his mixtape started shaking the streets, Durk allegedly made sure to keep him close. More money, more features, more studio sessions, more family talk. But according to Big Mike's narrative, it was control disguised as love. Vaughn was never the type to be fully controlled. He was a different breed. He spoke about what he lived. He told street stories so raw that they made people uncomfortable. Big Mike says Vaughn had that I don't give a fuck energy even after he got money. He wasn't softening up for the industry. He wasn't watering down his truth. And that independent mindset, family, is where the hidden rift allegedly started widening. Imagine this. You sign a young shooter who's hungry, you blow him up, but the more he blows up, the more his own name starts ringing louder than the label in certain hoods. That creates tension. That creates jealousy. That creates quiet distance. Big Mike hints that while the cameras showed two brothers laughing and smoking, behind the scenes the politics were real. O-Block versus outside influences, street loyalty versus music business moves. And then November 6th, 2020 happened. King Vaughn gets killed outside that hookah lounge in Atlanta. The whole world watched Durk mourn. We saw the pain in his face, the posts, the songs. But Big Mike says in the streets, when you lose your main shooter, the pressure to respond hits differently. You can't look weak. Your whole team can't look soft. So the heat had to turn up. This is where it gets extremely spicy. Big Mike's words are now being used by people to analyze Durk's current federal case. Prosecutors say Durk allegedly put up big money on Quando Rondo's head as revenge for Vaughn. A hit that allegedly went wrong and took an innocent life instead. Durk's lawyers are fighting tooth and nail, saying it's just music and emotions. But when Big Mike says Durk was cuffing killers since 2014, it gives the whole pattern of behavior narrative more weight in the streets' eyes. Fans are going crazy with theories. Some are saying Durk saw Vaughn as a threat the moment he became too big. Others swear it was genuine love, but street politics ruined everything. Then there are the ones saying Vaughn was used as a weapon and discarded when he wasn't needed anymore. The conspiracy talk is wild right now. King Vaughn's mother, Tasha Bennett, is caught in the middle of this storm. Reports say when she heard Big Mike's interview, she completely broke. They used my son, she allegedly cried to family members. They saw his talent, they saw his heart for the streets, and they used him like a pawn. A mother who lost her child violently now has to question the people who were supposed to protect and elevate him. That pain hits differently. The Vaughn family is split down the middle. Some relatives are defending the OTF movement, saying Durk put Vaughn on when nobody else believed in him. They point to the money, the fame, the platform. Without Durk, Vaughn might still be unknown or locked up. But another side is standing with Tasha, saying the truth matters more than loyalty to any label. They want real answers about what was really going on behind the scenes. This family drama is tearing people apart online. Mothers in the comments are crying with Tasha. Old heads are saying, this is exactly why street and fame don't mix. Young fans are confused, not knowing who to believe. Big Mike also touched on his own relationship with both men. He was the big homie in O-Block. He saw Vaughn coming up. He saw Durk pulling up. He claims he watched the dynamic shift in real time. And when he speaks with that OG confidence that makes you listen even if you don't want to. He didn't just stop at the beginning. He talked about how after Vaughn blew up, the pressure from all sides increased. Other gangs watching, ops testing, industry vultures circling. Vaughn's raw style made him a target in more ways than one. Big Mike suggests that the very thing Durk cuffed him for, that killer energy, is also what made him hard to fully control. And that loss of control, family, might be at the center of the hidden rift. Now let's talk about the exile claims. Big Mike said he was pushed out of O-Block after Vaughn got out of jail, so they could handle certain business with Wooski. He connects it back to the bigger politics involving Durk's circle. Everything is linked in his telling. Nothing happened by accident. The streets are reacting heavily. Some O-Block affiliates are backing Big Mike quietly. Others are staying silent because they don't want to smoke. Durk's camp? Mostly quiet for now. But the pressure is building. Every day new clips surface. Every day new reactions drop. Academics, DJ Academics went live breaking it down. Shade Room dropped the story and comments hit millions. Say Cheese TV type pages are posting non-stop. Forgotten Kings style channels are doing full breakdowns. People are pulling up old interviews where Durk and Vaughn spoke about each other. They're analyzing body language now. Every bro and family line is being questioned. That's how deep this cut is. But here's the realest part. King Vaughn isn't here to defend himself or tell his side. That's what makes this so emotional. Vaughn's music, his voice, his legacy is still alive, but now people are questioning the foundation of how that legacy was built. Was it built on real love or real strategy? Was Vaughn a brother or a business decision? Big Mike opened a wound that was barely healed. Vaughn's death already hurt the culture. Now this interview is forcing everybody to re-examine everything that came after it. The features, the tours, the songs, the posts, all of it is under new lights. And Durk sitting in jail facing life-changing charges makes the timing even crazier. Some say Big Mike timed this on purpose. Others say he's just finally telling the truth while Durk can't respond. Either way, the smoke is thick. The drill community is divided like never before. Old friendships are being tested. Comment sections are war zones. Big Mike speaking facts versus he's a snitch who's always hated on Durk. The arguments are getting personal. This ain't just rap news no more. This is real pain, real street politics, and real consequences playing out in public. Let's talk about the bigger picture because this situation goes way beyond just Durk and Vaughn. This is about how the drill game really works. How street niggas with real talent get pulled into the music machine, get blown up, and sometimes get caught between two worlds. Big Mike is basically saying Vaughn was that young killer Durk needed at the perfect time. He had the energy, the stories, the authenticity that Durk's brand needed to go to another level. But when that same energy started living its own life, that's when problems quietly started brewing. Big Mike keeps stressing that Vaughn wasn't the type to play the industry game. He wasn't going to soften his image. He wasn't going to stop speaking on real street shit. That made him dangerous, not just to ops, but sometimes to the very people banking on him. And when you mix real street credibility with millions of dollars and national fame, the pressure becomes suffocating. After Vaughn's passing, everything intensified. Durk had to carry the weight of both the music empire and the street expectations. In the streets, if your main shooter gets taken off the board and you don't respond, respect starts disappearing. Big Mike says that pressure is real. You can't be seen as soft, especially when your name is attached to one of the hardest movements in Chicago. This brings us to the current federal case against Lil Durk. Prosecutors are painting a picture of a man who allegedly orchestrated hits out of revenge for Vaughn. They want to use lyrics, social media, and old behavior as evidence. Big Mike's interview, whether he meant it or not, just gave them more fuel. When he says Durk was cuffing killers since 2014, it fits the narrative the government is trying to build. A pattern, a mindset, a way of moving. Durk's lawyers are fighting hard, saying music is music and emotions are emotions. But in the court of public opinion, the damage is already done. Fans are picking sides. Some are standing firm with Durk, saying he lost his brother and handled it the only way he knew how. Others are now looking at the whole OTF empire with new suspicion. Vaughn's mother, Tasha Bennett, remains the most heartbreaking part of this story. A woman who lost her son to violence, who watched his music blow up after his death, now having to hear that the foundation of his success might have been built on hidden motives. Her pain is raw. Her cries of "my son was never safe" are echoing in the hearts of mothers across the drill community who lost their children to this same cycle. The family division is real. Some want peace and to protect Vaughn's legacy as it is. Others want the full truth, no matter who it hurts. This internal conflict is playing out in real time on social media, and it's ugly. Big Mike knew dropping these words would cause chaos. He's an OG who's been through the system, done time, and seen both sides. When he speaks now, he speaks without fear. He says he's tired of the fake narratives. He wants the culture to see what really went on. Whether you believe Big Mike 100% or think he has his own motives, one thing is clear: This interview has forced the entire drill scene to look in the mirror. How many more hidden rifts exist? How many more young talents are being cuffed for their killer instinct rather than genuine love? How long can street loyalty and music business stay in the same room before everything explodes? The fans are the ones driving this conversation now. Millions of views across platforms. Thousands of comments. People making their own timelines, comparing old footage, analyzing lyrics. The algorithm is loving every second of this drama. This situation shows how powerful a single voice from the streets can be. Big Mike sat down, told his truth, and the whole game felt it. Love him or hate him, he made people talk about the uncomfortable parts of the culture that usually stay behind closed doors. As the days go by, more reactions will drop. More old friends might speak. More clips will surface. Durk's case will continue moving through the courts. Vaughn's music will keep playing. But the question Big Mike planted will stay in everybody's mind. Was it really brotherhood? Or was it business with a hidden rift from the very first day in 2014? Only time and more voices will tell the full story. But right now, the timeline has the whole culture stunned, divided, and searching for answers. So family, here we are. Big Mike dropped a bomb that shook the entire foundation of what we believed about Lil Durk and King Vaughn. From that 2014 watch gift to the alleged let me cuff this killer mindset, to the hidden tensions, to the pain still haunting Vaughn's family today, this story has layers. Real layers. Whether Big Mike told the full truth, half the truth, or has his own agenda, one thing is undeniable. The culture is watching, the fans are divided, and the streets are talking louder than ever. King Vaughn's legacy remains powerful, but now it comes with new questions. Lil Durk's future hangs in the balance with his federal case. And the mothers, the families, the young ones coming up, they're all caught in the middle of this pain. This is what happens when street politics and music money collide. Somebody always gets used. Somebody always gets hurt. And the truth usually comes out when least expected. Now I want to hear from y'all. Do you believe Big Mike exposed a real hidden rift, or is he just stirring old beef? Was Durk and Vaughn's relationship real brotherhood or calculated business? Was Vaughn never truly safe like his mom said? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments right now. Be respectful but speak your mind. If you're new here, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss when the next big story drops. This is the type of real mixed spice news y'all came for. Share this video with your people because the whole game is talking about it. Part 2 and 3 reactions coming soon. Until next time, stay dangerous but stay safe. This is the streets, this is the music, this is the real. I'm out. Peace.